Hey, what's up? My name Grafh, baby. Representing this Team Bang Dope Gang Thing to the fullest, man. And right here, live and direct in your face. It's allhiphop.com. You already know what it is. Bang.
What's going on, world? It's your man Chuck Creekmer, aka Jigsaw, here at One World Studios, and I got none other than Queens, only one of the dopest lyricists here in the city. Grafh is in the building.
What up, though?
What's going on, bro? It's been a
It's
long
working.
time.
Yeah, that's a big
It's
fact.
been a
That's
long
big
time.
fact.
We see each other everywhere.
Yeah, that's a
You
fact.
know what I'm saying? But now it's glad to have you here in the studio.
Yeah, man.
So first things first, man, I want to get right into it with you. Got a new single
Yes, sir.
called Rain Falls. And
Yes, sir.
you got my man Conway on it, Conway the Machine.
Conway. Shout out to
You got on the beat, you got none other than
my man 38 Special.
38 Special, which I know he does beats, but I was thrown off a little bit. So let's just talk about the single a little bit. How did it come about? Things of that sort. Like, you seem like you've been running around this. Little Griselda's been in the orbit for a minute now.
Yeah, man. Those guys come from the cloth, man. So I appreciate what they bring to the game, and linking with them was just like it just felt natural.
It
just felt natural. Like R.I.P. to my the late great DJ Shay. Me and him made a whole project previous to this one that I did with Spesh. But like when I locked in and did that project, it was just a vibe. It just real, just real dudes, a real energy in the room, and just cooking up, and this shit just comes out so fresh and organic, man. So that project I dropped, that was called "Stop Calling Art Content."
We're gonna talk about that too.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, Benny executive produced that shit, was fire. And this one here with 38 Special, I don't even know if niggas know this, man. 38 Special, amazing lyricist, solid dude too. That's one of the few people I actually call a friend in this business.
Yeah,
like that's my guy. But his beats are crazy.
Yeah,
and on this project, it's called All the Words. Y'all gonna really see how my man give it up. His beats are crazy. Like, son, he gonna get all the props in the world from me, but from the rest of the world as well. Watch, we just gonna keep busting y'all ass. Y'all really get it.
I went back and listened to some of the songs, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. I was like, 38 Specials listed.
Right.
He's not rhyming. Where is he? Where is he?
Yeah.
And I'm listening to this beat. I'm like, yo, this beat is crazy.
Right. Facts.
Yeah. That's good to hear.
So he did the whole project. So the first single I dropped was with me and Gigs. That beat is retarded.
Definitely.
So he did that joint, smashed it.
Definitely.
So my boy. You ready? All right.
Wonder in the building.
Wonder in the building, indeed. So he did that one first, smashed it. Then we dropped one with me and Davies, another banger. Just shot the video for that in Davies' store. Shout out to Davies. He got a store in Harlem and shit. So that was the second one. And then the third single is we dropped the shit with Conway.
Okay.
And then I got one with Rome Streets. I mean, yeah, one with Rome Streets. That's dope as shit. And then but the one that's coming out after this one is me, Bun B, and Stove God.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's just bars on bars on bars. Not something like y'all niggas. I know what y'all get when y'all come here.
Yeah,
so
bars.
You go to Subway, what you gonna get? You get a sandwich.
Right.
You know what you get when you come here.
Yeah, no doubt. Facts. No doubt. So talk about the album. What can folks expect from you? As
just,
far as,
they can expect what they want, but I'm gonna give you some bars and my story.
Right.
Just real hip hop and just authenticity, you know what I mean? And just
what's the name again?
It's called Art of Words.
Art of Words.
Yeah.
Art of Words.
Just really just delivering just art, man, at a higher level.
Yeah.
That's I want y'all to remember that this is not content. It's not a ploy for fucking props or views. This is just straight art and authentic hip hop.
Yeah, that's one thing I wanted to talk about because the title of the project with Shay, DJ Shay, was real compelling. It really, you didn't pull up on us at that time. I was like, why we not on the list, man?
I suck at promoting myself sometimes, which is the worst thing. Right. I didn't do any press, too much press for that project, which is fucking stupid. I just like making dope shit, man. And but I'm not the best marketing guy in the world, manager, booking. I don't none of that shit. I just make cool shit, man. So well, that was my fault. That was my fault.
Well, let's get we'll talk about that too. But let's talk about art as content now. Like, in this day and age, I've noticed, the songs are like 2 minutes. Like sometimes the song be 2 minutes. Never over 3, really, rarely. Sometimes, people are just doing features with people they wouldn't even sit down with.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And then we're talking about the streaming services and the algorithms and things like that, which are all at play when we are creating, right? Facts. When people are creating. So what did you mean when you said that? I mean, it's the intro kind of talks about it, but It's interesting. It's something that we should talk about more, I guess.
Absolutely.
Is what I'm saying.
Well, at that time, everybody was, you need more content, Graph. I'm like, fuck content.
Yeah.
I don't make anything for the sake of content. I make
Yeah.
it for the sake of it being dope.
Right.
For the sake of it being art.
Yeah.
For the sake that I have something to say and it needs to be heard. And it's how I express what I'm feeling. People around me are feeling. I speak. I'm the voice of a whole community. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's all purposeful and intentful. It's not about content. I don't give a fuck about the views. I didn't do that much press for the fucking project. It was, and it's amazing. Yeah. And that's not a testament to say anything in itself, but I just put it out because it's dope, because I feel it, because I feel I should be fortunate enough to have it. You know what I'm saying? It's art. It's not like Basquiat ain't on Hot 97 promoting this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not what he was doing.
Well, he's dead. For. Just
well, if he comes back, that'll be scary. But right, when he was here, he wasn't thinking about press. Like, no doubt. Viral. Like, that's not the mentality.
He would do stuff on like a door and then just walk away
because it was about the art. He's just expressing whatever he's feeling in the moment. So that's kind of how I approach music. It's like. And plus, I'm like kind of nuts. Without music, I'd probably be a fucking serial killer, to be honest. So that's therapeutic for me as well. But I got something to say, and I just do. Even when you sell like some songs are 2 minutes, or people do features with this person, that person, all that shit is contrived. Like, okay, we got to make this playlist, so we got to get these streams. So I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Yeah. If that shit hot, nigga, cool, I'm with it. Yeah. If not, miss me with that.
Definitely.
Word.
You know, and you've been around for a minute. You said something on one of the songs, and you like, you know, street dudes are back type of thing.
Right.
Where were we before?
I don't know. We got lost in the, at least in this city, we got lost in the mix somewhere because the powers that be and the gatekeepers were not supporting New York artists for like a decade. Yeah. So we got lost in the sauce and couldn't really make a living the proper way off our material. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't getting heard by the masses because the people that control the gates were not opening the doors for us in this city. Right. So that fucking sucks. But I think now we're getting a little more attention, but not even to stay on the mainstream, because I don't chase mainstream underground. I just make what I make, and wherever it lands, it lands. I don't really care. Yeah. But I think and I want to give Griselda their props for that too, because they helped open the door and the ears for people to listen to this raw, real hip hop shit again. Like in my opinion, their ears were closed to this shit. Because I didn't really change my formula. I've been doing the same shit forever. I do what I do. Y'all just listening again. So that's what I mean by like street niggas is back in style. It's like, oh, we're back in style now. It's cool to listen to hip hop. Right. Like when Griselda first got high, you heard, I think Conway was in a picture with Rihanna, and she was like, everybody felt like they just getting up on y'all. I've been up on y'all. So
she said that.
Yeah, so it's cool to hear the street niggas talk this gangster shit again. I'm like, that's what's up.
Yeah, what do you think about drill? Like drill kind of took over. It's still hot right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's still hot.
Its focus is a little different. It's street too. What's your thoughts on
that? I think it's dope that the young guys have a sound that they molded into their own. Regardless of where it came from. I know the beats originally came from the UK. Yeah. But you got the Brooklyn drill, the Bronx drill. I mean, New York is going crazy with this shit. Only thing I don't like about drill is that some of the artists depict real issues in the music. Like you can't put real beef and real street shit in this music. That shit ain't it. Unless you're trying to go to jail as fast as possible. That ain't how you do this. You got to learn from people before you who actually call cases behind some of these lyrics. That shit is a no-no. It's like waving guns in the camera. All of that shit is putting you in prison. Like, fuck that. You wanna come into this game and be able to change your life, change your family's life, buy your mama a house, employ all your friends. That's what you want to do. And create futures for all of you. Create IP and fucking history and a legacy for your kids and your kids' kids. You can really change your life and generations after you with this music shit. It's a blessing. But don't fuck it up with snitching on yourself in music, talking about I'm gonna slide here and slide and really go do it. Like you can't, you're not doing that nowhere else in the world. Like you don't want to tell on yourself anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They will print that shit out and read it in court. You see they read Young Thug shit in court?
I know.
I thought they was taking that like away from the court system where you could actually read a nigga lyrics in jail and in a courtroom. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, if it's really linked to a crime, it's linked to a crime and it can be used.
That shit is crazy. That's like if I made a painting, if I painted this, like you can't bring my painting to court and be like, well, in the corner, like, what the fuck?
But some rappers, though, respectfully, are like, yo, I rob ATM machines in
And then go do
Kentucky
it.
and then get arrested
for robbing that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that literally happened. That's like a literal fact. A dude talked about robbing ATMs out of town. I don't think he said Kentucky.
Right.
And then the next thing you know, he
really
gets
did it.
busted.
You can't do that. You can't incriminate yourself with this shit, man. You know how many lyrics, like a lot of my shit is true story. It all comes from a real place, but you gotta protect the names. Like what they say in the movies,
to
the names
protect
have been changed to protect the innocent. You gotta
Yeah.
sugarcoat the shit, bro. You
Yeah.
cannot have real factual crimes documented in your music. That get rid of that shit.
I have a controversial thought on that.
Uh-huh.
Did all that start with Tupac? Did all this? Did Tupac
it start?
Yeah.
You talking about some of the beef shit?
Yeah, because I'll tell you why. Because I was thinking about Pac the other day, and I was talking to my young cousin. I always mention my young cousin because he gives me a pulse of what's in the head of a younger person. And we started talking, and we started discussing Pac and his beefs and things of that nature. And I was like, wow, he was mentioning people like Jimmy Henchman and Haitian Jack.
Right.
I don't think I heard of those guys
until his music.
Yeah.
See, Pac was so smart. I don't know if he was doing it to There's two ways you could do this shit, right? In my opinion, you could put people you have an issue with names in the song because you just want to expose them, and you just so angry, or you feel that it's the realest thing to do in the music, or you could do it as a security measure. If I got beef with you and I say it in a song, you can't really do shit to me because you're gonna be the first suspect. Yeah. If I'm known as an artist that's calling out shit that's really happening. So it's like, I don't know if that was a chess move or just a way to like eliminate the physical altercation part from happening. But Pac was a genius, so I don't really know.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if I don't think he invented it either, because a lot of niggas was doing that type of shit. It's just, I guess it's a thin line between self-expression and actual crimes. You know what I'm saying? Because you still got to express stuff in the music and be authentic to who you are. But then you got to still watch what you say in terms of, can this incriminate me?
Yeah.
A lot of my music, I listen to shit, I would change it like, nah, that's too specific, and I'll change it and just make it more lyrical, where it just sounds like some dope shit. You could tell I'm from a certain cloth, but I'm never gonna be like, on this street at this time. Nah, you're not getting that from me. Nah, y'all can read this shit in court all you want, Mr. Judge, sir. The shit is not specific enough for you to do a motherfucking thing.
Right.
And you gotta really look at it that way, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? If it's a battle rap shit, cool. Or if you don't think it's gonna go there, or if you don't have intent on really sliding, cool. If you really know y'all about to go do this shit, you might want to delete that line, homie, or change the name. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my opinion. If you're really outside, you don't need to put that shit in the music, because you're gonna go to jail for that.
Talk about how you got in the game, Blackhand.
My nigga, shout out to Blackhand. Shout out to the big homie Chaz, the late great Chaz Williams, man. Word.
Yo, so actually, I met Chaz at Tupac's sister's wedding.
That's crazy. Well, it's not really crazy. Chaz, that's his family. Tupac and him and Matulu Shakur are cousins.
Yeah. Word. And
he just came home too. Shout out to Matulu Shakur.
Shout out to Matulu, man. Facts. Thank God. So I don't know. You guys were scared. Y'all had that presence. Y'all had that presence. Sure, like y'all had that presence. What was that like coming in like that? Like, I remember people that came with that presence. Mano came with that presence. You know what I mean?
Right. He's a street dude too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mano.
And you just knew, all right, we're gonna, you just know. Yeah, see how this goes. Right. How was it? I mean, Chaz has deep roots. Like, most people don't even know. Just how was it? Like, in general, like, was it a good thing?
In the beginning, it was always a good thing from the street perspective, because we were strong. We stood on what we stood on, and we meant every word, every syllable. Everything was from the heart, and it was real. And we just was niggas you couldn't play with or take advantage of, business wise or street wise. It just was what it was. And I got all my principles and morals and ethics from that man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was more like, he was my manager, and I was signed to the label, but he was more like a father figure to me. Like, well, my dad got murdered across the street from where I was living at when I was 16. And Chaz was there, like, from then till he passed. You know what I'm trying to say? So he was more like a father figure to me. Half the shit I know in my head to this day, I'm still like, what would Chaz do? Or shit is, all his words still resonate in my head to this day.
Right.
So coming up, I just grew up with different values from a lot of other dudes. Like I was fortunate to see different things.
Yeah.
Like the shit that niggas rap about and hear about, like I really was firsthand with certain things. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was a blessing.
Right.
I mean, the industry guys wasn't as comfortable with us because some of them was, you know, either nervous or had bad intentions or was scary, whatever you want to say. But some of them weren't as comfortable. Like if you had pure intentions, you was a real dude, you fine with us in the room.
Yeah.
If any intentions are askew or funny style shit, or you want to take advantage of somebody, or you got a bad deal, or anything not 100, you're not gonna be comfortable in our energy. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was a blessing.
Yeah.
Keep it 100.
Did you ever have any issues with 50? Because I remember when Chaz passed, I forget exactly what he did, but he had something to say about that. And you know, Chaz never treated me bad ever.
Right. You're a good guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we sense energy.
Yeah.
When it's real, we reciprocate real. When it's some bullshit, then our defenses are up. We feel it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I never had a personal problem with 59. 50 from around my way. I fuck with son. You know what I'm saying? Like every time I see him, it was love. Yeah. Shout out to 50. Shout out to G Unit. I think him and Chaz had their own relationship outside of me. You know what I'm saying? So
outside of music.
Outside of music, yeah. He was managing 50 before he was managing me.
Right. Okay.
50 a little older than me or whatever.
Right.
So some of the things he has to say about Chaz might have not been the greatest. You know what I mean? So but Chaz still loved him though. I don't even know if 50 know that. Like,
really?
50 might not even know that. He might think Chaz or the guys at Blackhand had an issue with him. They all talk highly about that man.
Really?
50, Chaz loved 50 and had love for him still. So regardless if 50 knows it or not, like even when Chaz passed, if 50 had came to the funeral, he would have been embraced. He probably wouldn't even know that. But if he had came to the funeral and paid his respects, I don't know if he would have wanted to or not, but he would have been embraced. Like niggas would not have seen like, oh shit, nah, niggas. It was never no ill energy regarding his name in that circle. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I got to say that on this platform because I don't know if he knows that.
Yeah, we definitely gonna.
Like anytime I seen him, it was always the energy was always love. I was never mad at son, regardless of niggas like, oh, he blackballed on. He just said, I don't know what the fuck was going on, but it was a lot of misconfusion and weird energy regarding his name and Chaz's name in the same sentence. But it was always love when I heard Chaz speak about him, and it's always love when I seen Fifth. Word.
Now I'm not trying to be Chaz and Matulu, they used to do bank jobs, right? They used to.
I don't know Matulu's involvement. I know Chaz.
Chaz did. Okay, he did.
Chaz allegedly robbed.
Allegedly. All right.
Robbed over 60 banks in under 60 seconds, and they just gonna make a movie about it. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you how crazy this movie's gonna be, because I don't even know if dudes know this.
A real movie?
Yeah, he been to the movie deal before he passed.
Oh wow.
Denzel Washington wanted to play Chaz in the movie.
Get out.
But I think he took. Cause remember when he did American Gangster. He did it on Frank Lucas.
Right.
Remember Frank Lucas, Nicky Barnes, Chad. These are all friends. These are all niggas in the same circle. Denzel could have picked any story to tell.
Yeah.
Frank Lucas, Chaz Williams, all these niggas have incredible stories, and they did historical things in the street. You know what I'm saying? These are like our ghetto superheroes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I believe Denzel was in talks about playing them. I think Don Cheadle was gonna play him at one point. I heard Big Boy from Outkast was interested. So different people was interested in his story, but the story is crazy. His story is just so many. I mean, this man broke out of jail 3 times, dog.
I know.
He's crazy. A fucking superhero. Like,
yeah. Oh
period.
My God, yo.
Like, word.
And I didn't know all that until like I think later after I met him. Yeah.
Like when he was in prison, he was the young kids doing this shit. These niggas is teenagers, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Right.
So when he went to prison the first time for bank robbery, he had learned about a program that they were going to start where they were letting prisoners go to college in the daytime, not alert the schools, go to college in the daytime, and then go back to prison in the evening, and not alert the students or the teachers.
Right.
So they found out what they had to know to be eligible for the program, got into the program, and then when they were going to school, they would go in through the front door to college, go out the back door and go rob banks.
Oh my God.
Stash the bread and come back to school, sit in class, and go back to fucking jail.
Oh my God.
So his movie's gonna be retarded. They robbed over 60 banks in under 60 seconds, and he broke out of jail 3 times. What the fuck?
That's crazy.
This dude is a superhero. Like, hanging with Chaz for me was a blessing, because the stories you hear, the things you hear, the information he has, his outlook on things is just, I mean, it's different. He's patient, and he's gangster, and he's got a big heart. It's crazy.
He brought me a young rapper, and I was like, yeah, we really need to talk to you.
He the star, right?
Right. Don't bring me no rappers.
Word.
Man.
And you know what's crazy? You know he didn't want to do no press, no.
We never did it.
When I was, he did, but that happened when me and him went to London. We went to Dolo.
Okay.
A few times, but one trip I was like on the air. I'm like, come on, Chad, jump on the mic. He's like, nah, I ain't doing that because he was like, I'm a gangster. I ain't doing shit.
Right.
And once he finally sat in front of the mic and got to talking, he just like fell in love with the shit. He got so much to say. Right. People didn't know that until he started to like express it in the public. But Chaz is the illest, man.
Yeah.
Word. Chaz is the illest.
No doubt. When did you pick up a pen and start writing? What age?
I was probably like 14 or 15.
Okay.
After I heard Illmatic.
Okay, that was my next question.
I heard that shit and was like, what the fuck? That was the first rapper I noticed was describing things occurring outside his window. Yeah. So I'm like, damn, when I look at my window, I see the same things. Right. And the way he was doing it. I mean, Illmatic to me at that age was so intricate. The first time I heard it, I thought it was whack. I didn't even get it. I was like, this shit is, what the fuck is he talking about? Was he reading a dictionary, this guy? I heard it again. I was like, this nigga's a genius. Yeah. I started writing. After that, I got it. And as a matter of fact, I started reading dictionary more and learning bigger words. Right. My early rap sounded like I was a fucking college professor. Yeah. I was trying to be like Nas. Right, like, this nigga's amazing. So when I got it, I didn't get it the first time. Okay. It was too advanced for me, for my young mind. Then when I got it, I was like, what the fuck? This guy.
And then, now look at him now. Shit.
This nigga's still a man. He's my greatest influence. Yeah. Nas. Big Queen's in the building for sure. Yeah,
definitely. Word. Now I see you shining, you got your jewels on and everything. You've been in the game a minute. Yeah. Right? Facts. And we are now in a streaming, like each stream is less than a penny, right? Mm-hmm. And you've never jumped into that I don't want to say pop realm, but you've stayed relatively, even through your whole career. What do you see as the state of the business now for a lyricist? Mm. Is it better now? I know like Griselda and them, they're killing it, but you've been here before that. You're still here now, right? Still as good as you were when you started. You know what I'm saying? Are you seeing more opportunities now? Or are there international opportunities now? You're collaborating with artists from the UK. Yeah. How do you see it? Because it's tough for a lyricist. They said it's hard out here for a pimp. Right. But I think, it's hard out here for an MC sometimes.
Well, I've always been in tune with rappers from the UK and different markets and stuff. But as far as lyricism, that shit, in my opinion, was played out for a second. Not played out to us that matter, but the mainstream wasn't allowing it to be heard in the right light, therefore it wasn't making the right amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I do give Griselda the props for their hard work, allowing the masses to shine more light on this type of rap. Yeah. Because after them, all my shit, old shit, new shit started making money. And I was like, oh shit, this is great. People wanted to hear more and more of this real shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was hard for a lyricist at one point. But now it's like, these are sold. When I tour I went on Benny's tour, I go do my own show. They sold out shows from the stage to the back door, sold out. Yeah. Tickets, merch, everything. We selling vinyl. Like people want this real shit again. Yeah. So they helped this become back in style. I'm sure you had guys like Rock Marcy that was still kicking ass doing this shit. But I guess I didn't peep what he was doing business wise. Right. So I missed it. I kind of got it when they got it. When they popped, I'm like, oh shit, I get it. These deals are structured different. It's a different business. Yeah. Like think about it. The average rapper with a hit record on the radio, probably getting club runs and shit like that. Their shows are starting at midnight, and they performing for a club crowd that might not give a fuck about nothing else but the single. Right. This crowd, these shows start at 7, 8 o'clock, and these fans buy into the art. They buy into the rapper. They want the merch. They want everything that you have to do with. Yeah. And by the time we got our bags, sell our merch, and go home, the club is still closed. We back at the crib, counting chicken. Y'all niggas is on the way to the show. But not knocking it. I'm just saying it's two different business models. It's total, and even the contracts are structured differently. It's just two different business models. Yeah. And I also write pop records commercial, but I sell a lot of those records. Even though a lot of them I like, but some of mine.
So you're a ghostwriter.
Oh yeah, I've been there. I made more money off other people's music than my own. I've been writing my whole career. But
I didn't know that.
As an artist, I have so much to say and offer that everything I write might not sound the best coming from me. Right, so I sell records all fucking day.
I
But,
found out
yeah.
recently, and I can't say any names,
Me neither.
but
Okay.
but a OG that I know, I found is writing for a young pop rapper,
Okay.
and I was like, yo, he's good, he's doing it. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, that's what's up.
Nah, it's crazy. Yeah, like when you really have talent, it's just God given.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like if you like some people write a hit, they're one hit wonder, they can't do it again. I could keep cranking these shits out. God bless me with a gift. I could write all types of records for all types of artists, including myself, and that, that's what I do.
Right.
Word facts.
So, I know you got the album on deck, but what's sort of next for you? Like, do you have any other things that you're working on, or any other business?
Absolutely. One is still, I'm still working on it, so I don't know if I want. Well, I could talk about it a little bit. I'm actually curating a rap school for children and for adults that want to sharpen up on their pen. But I'll tell y'all more about that when it's all the way available for y'all. But that's my brainchild right now.
That's what's up. That seems to be a wave a little bit.
Yeah.
Mickey Fax has
shout out to
school.
Mickey. Yeah, he the one that got my mind like going.
Right.
So shout out to Mickey for sure, because he helped me a lot with the shit. Yeah. And that's one thing I'm doing. And then the clothing line. I got a clothing line called Dope NYC that is pretty dope and innovative. So fuck with your boy.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Touring and making music is, that's my passion.
Definitely. Well, we're gonna definitely have you back when the album drops, and
indeed.
Yeah, we right here in One World. Maybe we can get a few bars from you too.
That would be
a studio right upstairs.
Okay.
The Red Room.
Facts. Yeah, we gotta do that.
All right, cool.
Indeed.
Appreciate you, brother.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Salute.